Earlier this month, Cloudflare announced 1.1.1.1, the fastest, privacy-first consumer DNS service, and I'm an advertiser. No, I'm not. But the point is, there is a new kid on the block when it comes to DNS service, and guess what? The name is really easy to remember. It's 1.1.1.1, as you might have guessed, and the alternate DNS is 1.0.0.1. And if you haven't switched to it, you can just go on to your router login web page, which is going to be something like 192.168.1.1. And then you can just go in there and set up your DNS service. I'm not going to show that because I'm not a moron and I don't want you to know my IP. But what does it do and why should you switch to it? So first of all, a lot of tests done recently indicate that it is actually faster than Google and OpenDNS. I'm not really going too much into that. I'm not going to buy that thing because it is kind of new and that could just be the reason. A more important reason to switch to it is the privacy policy. So DNS basically knows every site that you visit because that's what queries the domain name. If I had to offer a simplistic explanation, what the DNS server does is it takes the website name that you type in your browser, converts it to the IP address of the server from which you're going to download the data. And so it knows the list of sites that you visit on a regular basis. This information, of course, can be sold to advertisers the same way all other web data collection works. What Cloudflare is promising here is that they're not going to be selling your data. Quite the contrary, they won't even be keeping it for longer than 24 hours. And that at the moment seems like a pretty good deal, given how everything else is going when it comes to privacy. It'll be interesting to see, though, how this pans out in the future and if they ever decide to change their mind. But for now, this is a good privacy-centric option. And since it's fast, I guess there's no real downside to it. By the way, don't get carried away with the whole fast thing. It's like a few milliseconds faster. That you're not going to notice that. It's not going to make your internet faster or anything. Those are just stupid rumors that some people are propagating. There should be no downside to switching to it as of now. Of course, I've been using it for a few days, and comparing to Google DNS, I've noticed that the response time for Google are sometimes a little bit lower on their services, but that goes back and forth and it doesn't really matter. The key argument here is privacy, and if you buy the whole 24-hour thing, then yeah, they're going to be more private. So should you switch to it? I don't know. Probably should. I have. Let me know your thoughts in the comments because this is more of a topic for discussion than something to explain. If you're just a regular user, consider this. You can switch to this DNS server for better privacy. And you can do that the way I showed. If you want to do it on a specific device, you can also do that. Like you can do that in Windows. Let's see, how do you do it? Network and internet settings. Windows is making it harder and harder with every new change. Oh my goodness. So we have this UI for this, and then back to control panel. Because this is still better than your Metro crap, Windows. You can go in here, go to properties, and you can go to IPv4, assuming that's what you're using. And you can set up the DNS server here. Just type it in here. But that's a lame way to do it because it's only going to work on the device that you've set it up. If you just set it on your router, it'll work for all your devices. So there you go. Another lame video, but come on. I mean, people ask me for this in the comments, okay? So if you didn't know, this is the whole deal with 1.1.1.1. It's not an April Fool's joke. It is for real. This is Leo from the PC Security channel. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay informed, stay secure.